Hi loves, and welcome to this full moon eclipse workshop with this beautiful Moldavite crystal grid. We are going to be tapping into what we need to do through this eclipse season for this full moon to really get the most out of it. Last eclipse season, I was looking through all of my notes and the workshops that I was doing during that time, and it's a really beautiful time to be intentional with. So that's what we're going to send light ahead for today. Hi love. Send light to Danielle and her tooth, hoping everything went well. Hi loves. If you haven't already downloaded the workbook for tonight, we are going to be going through the prompts. So you can fill them out later, tomorrow, as many times as you need to during this eclipse season. But what we're going to be doing tonight is we are going to be working intentionally with the energy and how to send light ahead for ourselves. And also we're going to be talking about how important clearing is. And we're going to be going through the different ways to clear. So based on the stories, it was your home, your mind, your body, and your path ahead. So that is what we'll be doing. We're also joined by this Moldavite crystal grid. We will be talking about that later. There is going to be a chance to work with Moldavite in Moldavite Metamorphosis, so stay to the end for that. Let's begin. Happy full moon eclipse energy. It is a happy thing because whenever you clear, something really great is waiting right around the corner to fill its space when you work with intention. So happy full moon and eclipse season. It's frozen. Hopefully it unfreezes. Let me know if we're good. Thank you, Madonna. First, we're just going to take a few moments to just get all of our energy here. Thank you, Laura. We're going to just bring all of our breath, all of our awareness, all of our intention in this moment. So you're going to call everything back with, I call all my light back to me now. And just envision all of maybe the arguments, the stress you had from today. Everything is just back to you, and everything that is chaotic is sent back, sent away. In this space, you are clear, you are sovereign, you are free. So I just want you to state that aloud. I call all my light back to me now and send anything away not for my highest good. Do it one more time. I call all my light back to me now and send anything away not for my highest good. I allow myself to be present. I allow myself these moments to connect and clear and allow. And so it is. So we're going to begin by rubbing our hands together. I love this practice because it teaches your hands how powerful they are, and it teaches you how much energy is running through your body. So you're going to separate your hands just a little bit, and you're going to feel the energy pulsing through your hands. Spreading them out a little bit further, and I want you to set your intention for these moments that we're spending together. What do you desire to gain from this? And just send it out here. Bringing that intention to your ears, to your third eye, to your crown, and down over your body, so every cell in your body is vibrating with this intention. Now with the full moon and eclipse, we get to be illuminated. When we're in full moon energy, all of us is illuminated. Nothing can hide. And that is really beautiful because whatever is in the shadow gets to come to light. And because we are safe places for ourselves, because we are practicing that, that means that anything that comes up gets to come up and be held in love and be cleared. And eclipses are really great because you can once and for all clear things that aren't serving you. And that phrase, aren't serving you, feels a little weird to me. So I like to say, is no longer what you need. You just no longer have to carry what you don't need. And that's the beauty of this season. So the prompts we're going to go through and that are in the workbook, it's going to give you a really good idea of what you don't need anymore. And sometimes these things get stuck into our programming and into our routines so that we don't realize that they are not helping us, that they're keeping us low, they're keeping us procrastinating, they're keeping us from really stepping and moving forward. So those workbook, really go through those. This is with an eclipse, it's shadow work. Shadow work, it doesn't have to be hard and scary. Shadow work is actually such a good friend because you get to bring whatever's hiding within you because it's scared, because it doesn't want to be seen, and you get to say, you're safe here. You can be safe with me. I'm going to love you through this. So it's a really beautiful time to remother yourself, to reprogram yourself, to let yourself be new again and not have to hide things from yourself. So the first thing that we're going to do, we talked about, is clearing your home. This is such an important thing because when your home is clear, your energy is clear. And I know you guys know how this feels. Sometimes when you go into a space and you know that the energy is really dense and you can feel it. You can feel like the ton of bricks on you when you walk into a room that doesn't feel safe. So the first thing is clear your space. Start with smoke, bells, bowls, and we're going to do a little practice here right now in case you don't have any of those things. Although you can use your hands, you can use your breath, but we're going to just envision your space. So I want you to think that envision yourself at your front door and your door is closed. So go ahead and close your eyes down if it feels safe to do so. You're at your front door and you're ready to open the door and walk in. Now, before you open the door to walk in, I want you to just have a scan at your floor plan at your house. So just scan the rooms where everything's at. And before you open the door, I want you to notice how many doors are closed. Maybe your bedroom door is closed, your office. Okay, now I want you to open the door and just go into your space. The first feeling, how does it feel in your space? Do you get bombarded with, oh, I have to pay bills, I have to clean this space, I have to clean the garage, I have to do the dishes? Do you feel that energy? Or do you feel, oh, thank goodness I'm home? That's going to give the first clue where your house is at in terms of energy. Now I just want you to, with your mind, scan through each room, your living room, your kitchen, your dining room, and just see where there's like resistance, like, ugh, I just want to close that door. Just finish scanning each room. Now I want you to notice how many doors you wanted to just close or get out of that room. I just want you to make a mental note of that because we're going to be sending some light ahead to those spaces. So our home is an extension of our energy. It's an extension of us. So we really want it to be flowing with the intention that we hold. Whatever intention you put here, you want that energy to be sent ahead to your home. So I want you to envision your intention again. And I want you to send it to the rooms that have the closed doors, that didn't feel good, that felt cluttered and dark. Maybe there's fear. Maybe it's just you feel annoyed. Send your intention of love, peace, prosperity to that space. And just envision all of those words, all of that energy, all of that love, all of that intention flowing to that room. And then leave the door open. You can send it a breath. Okay, now open your eyes, and I want you to envision yourself in your space again and notice how much clearer it feels. So this is something I do when I'm not in my house, but if my kids are here and I'm somewhere else and they say, we just heard a noise, I can pull up our house and I can check the energy. And this is a practice. So the more you practice this, the better you're gonna get. So make a habit of doing this to your car, doing this to your office. Wherever you have to go to, send light ahead for yourself. Clear the space before you even get there with your intention. Our words are so powerful, and when we have a focused intention, it's a really, really powerful way to clear space. So I do this in my distance healings. I do it when I'm clearing spaces, and I can tell in which rooms there is stuck energy. So this is the first way to just bring light to it. So that is a way that you can clear your house. And I want you to practice this continually. You are going to get so good at it. And what you're going to find is that it's going to be easier to go into that room, to do the laundry, to get that pile off the shelf, to go to your garage and clean it, because the energy that was just stuck and messy and icky, it's starting to loosen. So now there's going to be less resistance for you. So try that. Through this eclipse season, just keep clearing your space, keep clearing your home, go through that junk drawer, take those clothes to Goodwill, donate them. Really use this time to clear your space, because the beautiful thing about clearing is the more you clear, the more you can allow. And I've used this analogy before, but when we were moving, you can think of it like this. Like when you're moving, let's say across the country, you're not going to take your junk drawer, you're not going to take all the trash in your trash cans. You're going to clear before you move, so you can allow for the new space, for the new energy to come in. So that's what this eclipse season is allowing us to do. We know we're moving into the brand new house, the bigger space. We know that that's what's coming for us. But right now we have to make space. We have to clear things out. We have to move things. And as we move, as we move the energy around us in our home, that's also happening within us. As within, so without. As above, so below. So that is a beautiful practice. It's easy. You don't need anything else other than your light, which you're cultivating, you're practicing, and you're going to need in the future, because the future is frequency. Okay. The next step is, and you also have journal prompts for that in your workbook that you got downloaded. The next one is clearing your body. And I love this because when you clear your body, you're moving energy. And with this, it goes till the 22nd. So we have time to practice. We have time. I love that. We have time to really hone in on these practices. And the worksheets that I gave you, do them every day. Let's really use this time to clear everything out so we have all the space we need. So these next two practices I love. They're my absolute go-tos. So these are breath work and EFT. So when I have a mountain in front of me, when I have a lot of energy in front of me and I need to move it, the best way to do that is with your breath. There's something so beautiful about our breath, because the breath that we breathe in, this air has never left our atmosphere. So this air is energy, it's memory, it just holds so much potent light. And when we are using it intentionally, when we're breathing it in, knowing this breath has been on a flower, with dinosaurs, it's been shared between us, we get to have some ownership of the breath that we hold within us and the intention that we send out. So what I love to do when I'm doing clearing is I'm bringing this breath in wherever it came from. If it came from a body that held dissonance, I get to hold it with love and compassion and then send that out. So as I'm doing breath work, I'm really using my body as a channel to generate more peace, more love, more prosperity, more safety. So we're going to try this together. We're just going to do quick in and outs through our nose. We're not going to do this very long, so you can do this. Keep going in and out through your nose. Inviting this breath in, and then feeling good as we're making space. While it's within you, let it be love. Let it be prosperity, let it be safety, and send that out. Making so much space. 3 more. And breathe in and hold. And we're just going to sit here for a moment into all the space we've created. And then send this out ahead for ourselves. And just coming back to your normal breath. Even just doing it 15 times throughout the day, that's going to really create your body as a channel, as a creator of frequency. So practicing that along with the home clearing is a really powerful way to just get energy moving in your body. Making more space, making more space, making more space. So this next practice is EFT tapping, and it works with the meridians in your body to reprogram yourself to feel safe, to feel capable, to really break through any limiting beliefs that you're facing. So we're just going to do a quick round for this full moon, for fear, for stepping into the unknown, and for trusting. So you're going to begin by bringing your fingers to your hand. Even though the energy feels wild, and you'll just repeat after me. Even though the energy feels wild, and I am not sure the outcome, and that makes me feel fear, I still deeply and completely love and trust myself. This world is changing so fast, and the energy feels overwhelming. And I'm not exactly sure how to handle it. And my path ahead is not clear. And there's just a lot of dense energy everywhere. And I'm struggling to find my safety. And I'm struggling to find the light that I'm bringing to this world and my path. But I still deeply and completely love and trust myself. I know that I am on my right path because I'm here. I know that I'm guided because there's always synchronicity around me. I know that the light that I'm looking for is already within me. And I know I can trust because I've already grown so much. I know that I can trust this path because it's led me here. And I still deeply and completely love and trust myself. I am ready for this eclipse season. I am ready to illuminate what needs to change. I am ready to trust. I trust in the timing of my divine unfolding. And I am ready. And I am held. And I am loved. And I am safe. And so it is. So that is a really powerful technique that you can start doing yourself. And you're just going to highlight the obstacles in front of you. And you're going, just like this eclipse, we're not letting them hide anymore. We're not letting the fear or the shame or the guilt hide within us. We're bringing it out and we're saying, I see you and I love and trust myself, and it's okay. It's okay to feel this way. And we're moving through that energy. So you're kind of taking yourself on a journey from your fear into your trust. It's a really powerful thing to do. I love to do it whenever I feel any sort of fear or resistance in my body. The way it shows up for me is procrastination and getting stuck in my habit, which is not knowing the next step, so I freeze. So that helps move energy in your body. So those are really two powerful techniques that you can use to move and clear the energy in your body this eclipse season. Okay, so now we're going to work on clearing our mind, and that's where these journal prompts come in handy. So I'm just gonna, you don't need to journal right now. I'm just gonna say them out loud, and I'm gonna have you just sit with what comes up. And we're just gonna spend a few moments with each one, just very quickly. The first thing that comes up is what you're ready to work through. What am I ready to let go of? Just let it come up and breathe it out. Knowing that there's still work to do, but just bringing awareness to it. Just like when we were clearing your house, you're just bringing light and awareness to it. We know that we're going to tackle that, but just bringing light is huge. So on the top, on the left-hand side, you have shadow. So my shadow is fear of failure. I put on the top of each one of these what I'm working through, so you guys can see an example. So on the left side, you have your shadow, and then on the right side, you have why am I ready to let it go? And I have a fear of failure, and I am ready to let it go because it's limiting my growth. So I see what's happening within me, and I have the first steps to change it. Okay, we're gonna go on to the next one. Breathing in, close your eyes. What keeps holding me back? Whatever pops up is exactly what it is. What pops up for me is self-doubt. That is my shadow. I have illuminated my shadow. And why I'm ready to let it go is because it keeps me from stepping into my full power. So now I have illuminated my shadow, which is exactly what this whole season is about. And I have the first steps to work through it. Breathing in and close your eyes. The true essence I'm stepping into. I want you to think of this version that you're becoming, that you're making space for. 2 words, 1 word that define her. And smile into that because that's why you're making space. Mine is confident and radiant. And I will speak my truth without fear. And I no longer have to, so now I get to practice speaking my truth without fear, and that's how I get that. Okay, close your eyes, breathe in. Karmic cords I'm ready to cut. Whatever comes up is truth. What are you ready to be clear of? Fear of judgment. I will be acknowledged and seen for my own light. So once you work through all these, you're going to have so much goodness that will help balance and clear and hold your shadow. Okay, we have 2 more. We can do this. We can do this shadow work. Breathing in, close your eyes. This is a good one. What I've been avoiding. What have you been avoiding? My shadow is my money. Sometimes I hide from it. And why I'm ready to let it go is because it feels like I don't know how to take care of it. So now I know that in this season, I'm going to get really good at taking care of my money, about knowing where it's coming from and about feeling really good relationship with that. So we have 1 more. Close your eyes. Breathe in. You're doing great. What I'm ready to embrace. What are you ready to embrace with all this extra space you've made? Mine was full trust. I know I am on time for my divine unfolding. Therefore, I can have full trust. So in your workbook, you have enough to really move through this. I gave you my example, but you have space to do this on your own. So by the end of this eclipse season, you have worked through your shadow. You have worked through what needs to be illuminated, and you have the steps, and you've been practicing sending light to the shadow. If you keep going on with this practice for the entire eclipse season, you are going to come out a completely different person. And these are all things that you can do really easy, really quickly. We've gone through it in no time at all. So let this bring kind of an excitement to this season that maybe sometimes has fear with all these retrogrades. Let this be a time where you can celebrate making space and where you can hold space for yourself. Whenever I'm becoming my next version, which is like something I do all the time, and I love becoming a new version. I'm Scorpio, so I just love death and rebirth so much. But there's always this moment of mourning that comes when I'm about to step into my next version. But these prompts I've been doing really hold you in a way where you can hold light for yourself and you don't look at yourself in shame. For me, one of them is money, and sometimes I just won't check my account, or I'll just kind of hide from that aspect because I don't want to, because I have blocks that I'm working through like all of us. So this eclipse season, I just know I no longer want to do that. And instead of shaming myself and getting defensive, I'm going to figure out ways to support myself. So this is a beautiful way that you can support yourself through the mourning of letting parts of yourself die away so that you can become this new version that has so much space. Okay, the last piece, clearing your path ahead, that is covered in the journal prompts, but we're going to just do something that I love to do. We already did a little bit, but we're just gonna rub our hands together. And pull them apart. And from the peace and stillness of this moment, I want you to send this light ahead for yourself. Through all these retrogrades and eclipse season and all of the energy that's coming, you're just going to breathe peace, love, safety, whatever word comes up for you, and send it ahead for yourself. And just let yourself be in peace as you envision this path of light ahead. And that is one of the most powerful ways to clear and to move energy with your powerful portals, your hands, your breath, and your intention. You already have everything that you need in your body right now to do anything you want to do, to clear these blocks, to send light ahead, to send healing to your body, to your mind. Just remember that you already have it all. And what you're going to learn through this eclipse season, something I learned last year, was that I was already who I needed to be, and I just had a bunch of programming that I needed to clear out. So I feel like what's going to clear out for you this eclipse season, it's ready to go. You don't need it anymore. You are already it. Okay. That was beautiful. Thank you guys so much. I'm just so excited about this eclipse season because there are a few things, pretty much everything on the top of your worksheets. That's what I'm working through. And I'm really excited to just let those things go. I don't need to hold them anymore. I'm ready to just be renewed. And that's the gift of this season. I love that Christina's on here because we're getting ready to talk about this grid and Moldavites. So Moldavite came through and told me that she was the energy of the eclipse season, of the energy that we're at right now. I was wanting to wear another necklace, and Moldavite was like, I'm it. This is my energy. So we're just going to invite in the energy of Moldavite. Even if you don't have a Moldavite, that is okay, because her energy is right here with us. And we are just going to send that energy of transformation and higher heart healing and wisdom and perspective ahead for us. So I wanted to do that as well because we have this beautiful grid here. We're also sending ahead the energy of Obsidian, who said she was part of this energy of the eclipse season 2 and the full moon. So we are sending Obsidian. We are lining that path with Obsidian so we are protected and shielded and safe, allowing any energies that are not for this version we're stepping into to be absorbed into the Obsidian. I'll be placing this grid outside tonight and doing some magic with these crystals, so breathe this in. Yeah, so, oh my gosh, I love Obsidian so much. Breathe this in and know that you are protected through the essence of Obsidian. And when you get your workbook, you're going to see there's a whole love note to Obsidian in there. And you are guided by the higher heart energy of Moldavite. And Christina made this Moldavite necklace for me. And I have 12 Moldavites here, and something really exciting came through. I didn't think Moldavite Metamorphosis was going to be starting for a few months, but she came through and just said, it's today. So we're reopening Moldavite Metamorphosis, and I know there are several of you in here that have been in Moldavite Metamorphosis before, and what it is we deep dive with